Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Steelers going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's go down to Miami. Standing by, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, Charles and I, we have brought our talents to South Beach, or at least in the neighborhood of South Beach, as we are in beautiful Miami, Florida. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. They come out here in the eye. Landry, the receiver, in motion left. They'll send Landry in motion right. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only one on that play.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
That was a tremendous play by the defensive line. We always talk about leverage versus any play. How about versus the draw? Underneath, they get into the backfield and make a big-time play.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he's got his man, that's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Time to feature the offensive starters and our first chance to get a look at Parker.
Devontae Parker came out of Louisville with a guy who's known as a mature receiver. Runs routes really well, but the best part of his game, he'll jump over you at the end of a route and go get the football.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On first down, it's Tannehill. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. This offense has some speed, and certainly Martavis Bryant, he has some speed.
He has that, and he has size. That's what makes him so difficult to cover, because just when you think you have to play him one way, the other attribute kicks in. Martavis Bryant could be an all-star real soon.
Second down following the run. Now Roethlisberger to throw on. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. Now Ben on third and long. And this is going to be incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's fourth down. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. The dangerous Jarvis Landry back for Miami.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And the back goes into motion. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Cameron Hayward is a defensive lineman, but many of us, especially guys of my vintage, remember his father, Craig Ironhead Hayward, who was a running back. I think Cameron decided he'd rather hit people than be hit.
Halfback sent in motion. Time running out here on the play clock. On second down, here's Tannehill. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. The play clock's running down. Tannehill on third down. And it's caught by Parker. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Tannehill on first down. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. It's the first-round pick, Artie Burns. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I go all the way back to college with Le'Veon Bell, one of the better body transformations I've seen, from a big, thick power back to the guy we see now who can do everything.
And 2 years ago, of course, last year the injury, but 2 years ago over 1,300 yards. I think they think he can top that this year.
I don't think there's any question about it.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Eli Rogers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. He took the hit when he threw that ball. Maybe the O-line just thankful that that worked out for a touchdown.
Yeah, because, you know, their pride is don't let that guy get hit, no matter what, under any circumstances. But anytime it pays off in a touchdown, they'll figure out how to block a little bit better going forward.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? Because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Mike Mitchell coming up from the secondary to make the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st down, Tannehill looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the first-round pick, Artie Burns. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. 5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. After the interception, here's Tannehill, eluding the pressure right. And this one's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
380. Dagger. Zebra. I got him. Back smart. I got him.
Back to the air. Tannehill on second down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Coming to you. Hey, wide. Zebra. Dagger. Hey, check 24. Dagger.
And the back goes into motion.
Zebra. Watch out.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and fourth down coming up. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Now Brown. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
A big play there on the screen pass. 35 yards.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they could just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lofted over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubber.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
In motion is Coates. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. A screen to Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This will be fielded at the 8. He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Zebra! Zebra! Ready! Zebra! Zebra!
Halfback sent in motion. On first down, Tannehill. It's complete to Parker, left side. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Now it's Tannehill. Shreds the tackle over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you up to Orlando, and with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take a knee here. So per the new rules in 2016, this will be brought out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. A good pickup there, a 22.
I think one of the underrated aspects of Ben Roethlisberger's game is his ability to actually throw the football. We hear so much about his movement and escaping the pocket. Ben can step back there and fling it, and Antonio Brown is usually there to catch.
We've really seen their chemistry develop, haven't we?
Yes, we have, and it's been really, really fun to watch.
They come out here in the eye. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure that just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run. A gain of 4 on the play. And it's a second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Tannehill on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And the back goes into motion. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And now it's second down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Check 26, check 26.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now a play fake. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Bryant with a catch right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by the rookie Xavier Howard. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And quickly they get to the line. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Dagger! Dagger! Zebra!
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Flushed out right. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Second down and just 1.
Zebra!
And the wideout in motion. Here's Tannehill now on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown. But when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Halfback sent in motion. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Tannehill throwing again. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. On the return, it's Knile Davis. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part 2 of the screen, he forgot part 1. Couldn't get the ball. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Roethlisberger on the right side, caught by Green. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. On the counter, here's Bell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Landry. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
He's back to throw. It's complete to Parker, left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Set 380. Ace. Ace. Check 24. Ace. Ace. Double up. Ace. Ace. Watch out. Ace. Check. Ace.
And the back goes into motion.
Zebra.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Halfback sent in motion.
Dagger.
They'll look to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. He'll look to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So he makes the grab and the change move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for 2 and try and win it right now?
And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This one taken from the 7th. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Returnable here for Davis. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day. But I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They have great starting field position here in overtime. You can bet they're not thinking field goal. They want to win this now.
And we know with the still relatively new overtime rules, the mindset has changed for everyone around the league about getting the ball because you want to score the touchdown to end the game. In this case, for this type of field position, even more of an emphasis on that. Settling for a field goal would feel like a failure now.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they cover things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And Frank's kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance out field goals from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Miami, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try again
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL. One receiver to the left is Cooper. And the back goes into motion. Play clock winding down. Snap comes at one, and it's Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And when a Hail... And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Halfback sent in motion. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one incomplete.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway, essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down. Because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play.
I feel like we're going to see more and more.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18. Oh, baby, alert. Alert. Hey, we're going to rally. Rally. Oh, baby, alert. Alert.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he will find his man on the outside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the back goes into motion.
Motion. Hey, we're going to rally.
On first down, Carr. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Here we go. Red 18. Red 18. Hey, we're going to rally. Switch. Hey, we're going to rally. Rally.
On first and 10, here's Carr. Going right side here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Red zone opportunity. Halfback sent in motion. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So second and 10 here. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that is incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Again, it's Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. One receiver to the left is Cooper.
All right, here we go. Wow, baby, alert.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Hey, we're going to rally. Hey, we're going to rally.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just a better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. From the 4-yard line, it's first and goal now. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an...
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr to throw on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And he motions the wide receiver. From the gun now on third down, Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And the back goes into motion. Carr now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Halfback sent in motion. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now Carr throwing on second down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now they'll run it on the toss. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Damon Harrison. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On second down, here's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. One receiver to the left is Cooper. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. All right. Zebra. Hold on, baby. Alert. Alert. Check 99. Hold on, baby. Alert. Alert. Flare. Cloud.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Flushed out right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And the back goes into motion. Throwing his Carr on third down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Oakland. 46 yards. And with this guy, I don't know that you're surprised when he has back-to-back games like this. He just keeps excelling.
What I like about him is that every year he doesn't settle for being one of the best in the game. He tries to make himself better. Almost like those great basketball players. I remember hearing about Kobe Bryant wanting to add something to his game every offseason. Magic Johnson, what do I need to work on to get better? Michael Jordan had that fadeaway before his career was over. Those are the best. Even though they're at the top of their game, they find ways to get better.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go. Wide and yay. Oh, baby, alert. Hey, we go rally. Zebra.
Halfback sent in motion. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Time running out here on the play clock. Carr to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And the wideout in motion. Now Carr again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it second and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On play action, it's Carr. They'll roll him out right. That's caught at the 2. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Well, partner, since his new 2-point...
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. And one of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out. Learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
Throwing now is Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
All right, here we go. Alert, baby, alert, alert. Alert, baby, alert, alert. Hey, we're going to rally.
And the back goes into motion.
Alert, baby, alert, alert.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And he is picking up right where he left off a week ago. I wrote down, so funny here in my notes, what he said last week. And after we talked about the good game, he said, I will do it again. And I wrote those words down, and he's done it again.
And it's not bragging if you're doing it, right? Because that's exactly what he's told you. And he is getting it done smooth in the secondary, making catches, making plays. That's the guy that we know.
Carr now on 1st down. They'll buy some time right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he motions the wide receiver. Now they'll run it on the toss. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
We ready? Red 18. Red 8. We go rally. Rally. Zebra. Zebra. Hey, we go rally. Rally.
Halfback sent in motion.
Hey, we go rally. Rally.
Throwing on first down is Carr. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. And they're going to speed things up here. Carr now on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red, baby, alert. Alert. Zebra. Zebra.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Zebra. Zebra.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And just like that, it's third down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Here we go. Hello, baby, alert. Alert. Hello, baby, alert. You ready, baby, alert. And yank. Wide. Hey, we go rally. Rally. Hey, we go rally. Rally. Hey, we go rally. Rally. Hello, baby, alert. Alert. Zebra. Zebra.
One receiver to the left is Cooper.
We ready? Hello, baby, alert. Here we go. Alert. Wide. And yank. Hello, baby, alert. Alert. Hello, baby, alert. Alert.
The play clock's running down. Carr going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. Now fourth down. Now they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on third down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
Zebra. Zebra. Hey, we go rally. Check. Rally.
And the back goes into motion.
Zebra. Zebra. Zebra.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And they take a knee. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
This one caught left side by Cooper. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Carr going to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. Halfback sent in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Carr to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Carr going to look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And Cooper's got a big game going. That's complete again. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Well, he flew past 200, 300, and 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And the back goes into motion. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That'll be a gain of 16. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Again, it's Carr. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper from 4 yards out. And the Raiders add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And now Oakland ready to take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Wide open, Amari Cooper. They'll get 17 yards there. And that'll be good for an Oakland 1st down. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first, because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Carr going to throw here. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.